Hello, welcome back to my channel, The Global Brief. Today we are going to discuss on the second part America, Israel, and Iran. How the recent crisis escalated. The conflict between America, Israel, and Iran is one of the most dangerous situations in the world. For years, these countries have been fighting through politics, military power, sanctions, and indirect conflicts. But recently, tensions reached a new level. Missiles were launched, ships were threatened, oil markets became nervous, and the world is asking, is this becoming a bigger war? How did the recent crisis become more serious? The rivalry between Iran, Israel, and America has existed for decades, but the recent tensions grew because of several issues. First, Iran's nuclear program. Western countries worry that Iran could move closer to developing nuclear weapons. But Iran says our nuclear program is peaceful. Second, Israel sees Iran's regional influence as a major threat. Third, America continues to have strategic interest in the Middle East. All these issues create a dangerous situation in the world. The shadow war between Israel and Iran. For years, Israel and Iran had avoided a full war. Instead, they fought indirectly. This is called a shadow war. It includes cyber attacks, intelligence operations, attacks on military positions, and influence through regional allies. Israel says it is protecting itself from the threat, but Iran says it is resisting the pressure from other countries. Iran's regional influence. Iran has built relationships with the different groups in the Middle East. This increased Iran's influence in the countries like Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. The US and Israel say Iran is expanding its military influence, but Iran says it is supporting allies and protecting its interests. This competition has become one of the biggest struggles in the region. America's role in this conflict. America has been involved in this Middle East for decades. The US supports Israel and considers Israel as an important ally. America has also placed sanctions on Iran. The goal of sanctions was to pressure Iran, like nuclear activities, military programs, regional actions. Iran says these sanctions hurt the ordinary people in Iran. The US says they are meant to pressure the government. Trump's pressure strategy. During Donald Trump's presidency, the US adopted a tough approach towards Iran. The strategy included increasing sanctions, reducing diplomatic engagement, and strong public warnings and the statements. Trump also used the social media as part of his communication strategy. His messages were watched around the world. Today, wars are not fought only with weapons, but they are also fought with media, speeches, social media, public opinion. This is called information warfare. The missile and military tensions. When tensions increase, both sides send messages through military actions. This includes missile actions and military exercises, air defense preparations, naval movements. Each side they want to show we are ready. But every action also creates the risk of miscommunication and miscalculation. One mistake can start a bigger crisis. The Strait of Hormuz, the world's oil highway. One of the most important places in this conflict is the Strait of Hormuz. It is a narrow water passage between Iran and Oman. A large amount of global oil passes through this route. This means if the strait is blocked or unsafe, the whole world can affect, and the oil prices can rise. Shipping becomes very expensive. Countries worry about their security. Why ships are very important? The Middle East is one of the busiest shipping routes. When ships are attacked, threatened, or delayed, companies become worried. They ask, is it safe to send the ships here? Insurance price can increase, transport costs can rise, and a global trade can suffer. The regional conflict can become a global economic problem. The information war. The modern conflicts are not only about the weapons, they are also about the controlling the story. Countries use television, social media, official statements, and videos. Each side tries to convince the world we are right. We are defending ourselves, we are responding to the threats. This battle for public opinion is part of modern warfare. Why other countries are watching? Countries around the world are watching because a conflict involving Iran would affect firstly oil prices, shipping routes, international trade, regional stability. The major powers do not want their situation to become more uncontrollable. The biggest question is, can these countries find a political solution, or will every crisis create another crisis? Because in the Middle East, one event can change everything. The conflict between Iran, Israel, and America is not just about a story, it is about power, security, alliances, and influence. The future of this region depends on what happens next. This is geopolitics. Subscribe for more world affairs explained in simple English. Thank you.